In life, we often find ourselves caught up in the hustle and bustle, juggling responsibilities and navigating through a world filled with constant pressures. It's easy to lose sight of the big picture when you're wrapped up in the minutiae of daily frustrations. Someone cuts you off in traffic, a coworker doesn't pull their weight, or a family member fails to keep a promise. We face these external inconveniences almost every day, and it's natural to feel that these factors are what keep us from moving forward, from achieving our goals. But what if the truth is something entirely different? What if, despite all the daily frustrations we face, the biggest obstacle standing between us and our dreams is not the world around us, but rather ourselves? It might be hard to accept, but so often, we are our own worst enemy. It's not the external world that holds us back. It's the limitations we impose on ourselves. We build walls of excuses and habits that stop us from progressing. We convince ourselves that circumstances beyond our control are to blame for our situation, when in reality it is our own choices, our own mindset, that keep us where we are. But this isn't a message about blaming yourself. It's about empowerment. Because the moment you acknowledge that you are the one standing in your own way, you also realize that you have the power to change that. Today, you can choose to dismantle the walls you've built and begin crafting a new path forward. It's time to stop looking outward for the cause of your frustrations and start looking inward for the solutions. You have the ability to create a life of success, fulfillment, and happiness. But to do so, you must first face the reality of self-sabotage and take responsibility for your own future. When you think about where you are in life, whether it's your career, your relationships, or your personal development, ask yourself this: are you truly where you want to be? Or are you stuck in a cycle of mediocrity, convincing yourself that tomorrow will be the day things change? Maybe you're waiting for the perfect time to take that big leap toward your dreams. But deep down, you know that there will never be a perfect time. The only time you have is now, and what you do with it determines everything. It's easy to fall into the trap of procrastination. You tell yourself that next month will be the time you get your finances in order, or that next week you'll finally start that project you've been dreaming about for years. But here's the truth: tomorrow is just a concept. It's always one step ahead of you, always out of reach. The real power lies in today, in the decisions you make in this very moment. The problem isn't that you're waiting for the right time. The problem is that you're avoiding the discomfort of taking action. When we procrastinate or delay, we're often trying to avoid the discomfort that comes with change. We fear failure, we fear judgment, and we fear the unknown. So instead of facing these fears head-on, we stay where we are, stuck in habits and routines that feel safe, even if they're not helping us. We blame external factors, our jobs, our families, our circumstances, when in reality the only thing stopping us is ourselves. If you're tired of being stuck in the same place, if you're tired of making excuses, it's time to break the cycle. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. Begin with the choices you make today. No matter how small those choices may seem, they have the potential to create a ripple effect that will change the course of your life. Consider this: you wake up in the morning, and instead of hitting the snooze button, you get up and start your day. It's a small decision, but it sets the tone for the rest of your day. From that one small action, you begin to build momentum. You make healthier choices, you tackle the tasks you've been avoiding, and you start moving closer to your goals. Each decision you make throughout the day is a building block for your future. Now, imagine if you applied that same level of discipline and commitment to every area of your life. Imagine if you stopped making excuses and started taking full responsibility for your circumstances. What could you achieve? How far could you go? The truth is, you have far more potential than you realize. You've been operating at a fraction of your capacity, but it's time to unlock your full potential and see just how far you can go. One of the most important lessons you can learn on your journey to success is the power of consistency. It's easy to feel motivated in the beginning, to set big goals and dream about the future. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. What will truly carry you forward is consistency. Consistency is not about making huge leaps every day. It's about showing up, day after day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the small, seemingly insignificant tasks that add up over time. These small tasks are the foundation upon which greatness is built. It's easy to overlook them because they don't provide instant gratification. You don't see results right away, and that can be discouraging. But if you stay consistent, if you keep showing up and doing the work, the results will come. Think of success like a garden. You don't plant a seed and expect it to grow overnight. You water it, you tend to it, and you give it time to grow. Success works the same way. You plant the seeds of your future with the choices you make today. It may take weeks, months, or even years to see the fruits of your labor, but if you stay committed, those seeds will eventually grow into something incredible. No journey to success is without obstacles. In fact, the challenges you face along the way are what make the journey worthwhile. They test your resolve, they force you to grow, and they help you discover your true strength. The key is to face these challenges head-on, rather than avoiding them. Too often, we let fear of failure stop us from even trying. We convince ourselves that it's better not to start than to risk falling short. But failure is not something to be feared. It's something to be embraced. Failure is a natural part of the process, and it's through failure that we learn our most valuable lessons. Think about the people you admire most. Did they achieve success without ever facing challenges? Of course not. They face the same fears, the same doubts, and the same obstacles that you do. But instead of letting those challenges stop them, they used them as stepping stones to success. You have the same potential within you. The only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the willingness to keep going, even when the path gets tough. When you encounter obstacles, remember that they are not there to stop you. They are there to strengthen you. Each challenge you face is an opportunity for growth, for learning, and for becoming the person you were meant to be. At the end of the day, success comes down to one thing: taking full responsibility for your life. It's easy to blame others or external circumstances for where you are, but the truth is, your life is a direct result of your own choices. You have the power to change your circumstances, but it requires you to take ownership of your situation. This is not about placing blame or feeling guilty. It's about empowerment. When you take full responsibility for your life, you take back control. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start becoming the creator of your future. It's a mindset shift that can change everything. From this moment forward, commit to taking full responsibility for your life. Stop blaming others for your problems and start looking for solutions. Stop waiting for someone else to fix things for you and start taking action. You have the power to create the life you want, but it begins with taking ownership of your choices. Looking back on your life, you will realize that every challenge, every setback, and every failure was not a barrier to your success, but a stepping stone. Each one taught you something valuable. Each one made you stronger, and each one brought you closer to your goals. The person you become along the way is far more important than the destination itself. Success is not just about achieving your goals, it's about the growth, the resilience, and the character you develop in the process. Now is the time to stop holding yourself back. No more excuses, no more delays. You are capable of achieving extraordinary things, but it starts with taking action. The journey will be difficult, and there will be moments when you want to give up. But remember, every step you take brings you closer to your goals. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. Commit to your future today. Take full responsibility for your life. Embrace the challenges that come your way and stay consistent in your pursuit of success. The best is yet to come.